Spotlight's a game about flashlights. Here's the catch, though. The flashlight is simply a white dot, doesn't actually shine. Or does it? In this game, each player is going to have their own sheet here, which is, it looks like a dark thing. It's a different picture, but everyone also has a flashlight. And see, the way this works is, it's just white. You put it behind here, and look, you can see, and I'll show you as you move around the flashlight here, you can see various different things. Ooh. So that's how the game works. In a sense, what you're going to do is you're going to take a deck of cards here, and each person's going to find. Here we're finding all the judges. And everyone's going to flip the timer over, and you find as many as you can. When you're done, you'll turn the card over, and I'll turn a different card over so I don't spoil the number of judges, although there is a lot of cards. And it will tell you how many there are. And in fact, it will tell you the locations of each of them on each of the sheets, in case you're like, no, there's not that many. There's the same number on every sheet, although they might be in different positions. Before you do that, each person's going to guess how many there are, and if you are equal to or lower than the actual number, you'll move that many spaces, that many star spaces, getting a bonus if you're absolutely correct. If you go over, you don't move at all. Then the moon will move over the number of moons that it shows here, so the moon will move 2. You don't want the moon to catch anyone, and you will roll this moon die, which will move the moon an extra 1 or maybe even 2 spaces, or worse, give you the battery, which means on your next turn, you have a smaller flashlight. Much harder to find stuff. So during the timer, players are just using their flashlight, counting them up. They're going to pick the number here and reveal it. Cooperatively, you just need to stay in front of the moon. That's all you need to do. You can also play a competitive version, basically who's finding the most, and you can make it harder or easier by various methods found in the rulebook. But that's how the game plays. I love Where's Waldo. This is Where's Waldo, and I am just so amazed, folks, how this, with a white dot behind it, works. Hang on, let me actually get it in there. That's so cool. It looks like a shining light. I'm so impressed by that itself. But also, it's really fun finding these things. There's a lot where there's 8 or 9 of them out there, and I've counted 3. And I'm like, what? There's more? Because they're in all different poses, and the game has so much replayability because there's so many different cards in the game. How many cards are in there? It tells me, and there's 60 different cards, and then there are 5 boards. So you could play with a different board, and you don't know where everything is. It actually all becomes one big giant picture, which the game also gives you if you just want to look at this picture. The 5 pictures are all parts of this picture put together. And that's so fun. That's so neat. I like the Where's Waldo aspect. I like this gimmick, which works really well. It works with kids. Flipping it over to make a small one, I think it's about equally as good, competitive and cooperatively. I know I almost never say that. This is a nice one for kids. This is one I'll be adding to my own personal collection at home to play with other kids. That is Spotlight. 8 out of 10.